Visit berlantnovak.supercast.com to sign up for a premium subscription. You can pay out of pocket. The out-of-pocket plan is $5 a month. What does it get you? Ad-free audio. None of this.
None of this
content,
chatter.
Extras, behind the scenes, audio, video,
Access
little
to
things.
extras that we haven't even planned yet. Extras that are
know
going
what
to
we're going to
shock
put on
you.
there.
You know what you're also going to get on premium that you're not going to get on the free feed? Specific product recommendations and obsessions of ours. We're going to strategically, and I'm sorry, but conceal specific brands so that only the subscribers get them. Again, if you are a free listener, we love you. We appreciate you. We want to thank you because we are now independent. So at the $5 level or the $10 level, you are directly helping us produce. Not helping us produce. You are producing the show.
In addition to the bonus content at the $5 level, your merch discount is a hearty 15% off. You ready for $10 a month? A little something we call a dear friend. If you're a dear friend, you get, of course, the ad-free audio. You get all the bonus content we were just talking about. You get a monthly bonus full video episode. For those of you who just love to kick back and watch, this is a full episode video just for the $10 tier.
And I really can't tell you, if you are supporting us at any level, how much it means. You have our gratitude runneth over, and it's because of you that we're able to keep doing this show. So thank you.
Again, that's berlantnovak.supercast.com, or just go over to Instagram and find the link in the bio.
Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you go, we're there.
Two best friends, both alike in dignity.
Nurturing phantoms and courting the muse.
The hag divines when something must die.
Yes, that was Poog.
But this is huge.
The ego loves to seek,
but never to find. It was Berlant
and Novak the whole time.
Boom.
Yeah.
Okay. Boom. I inked these myself. Boom. Oh, yeah, I say boom too.
Wait, do I? Because Naomi was like, you always say boom.
Yeah. And I say boom too. You could have got it from
you, yeah.
Like if I'm trying to count dance moves, like,
yeah.
So it's like, so
boom,
we go
boom,
like one,
boom.
two,
yeah.
Boom, ha, whatever. It's like boom every time.
Does it sound familiar to you?
Cheap,
because they
expensive.
said to me, they were like, I say, by the way, a lot, almost like as a tick. By the way, that's not familiar to you.
You do,
something
or they
I say
do?
that I do. By the way,
yeah.
And then I suddenly was like, oh, that does sound familiar. By the way,
you know what it might be? ADD, right? We have an idea and we want to say it or it'll be lost forever.
Right.
Or a thought.
Right.
Maybe it's a way of
adding,
tricking the person who's listening into thinking it's
on
relevant.
the path. Yeah, on the conversational path.
Survival is one of my favorite pens. Sailor Pro Gear Slim. Or is it Sailor Pro Gear? No, I think it's Sailor Pro Gear Slim. Oh, I think we're starting. Hi.
Okay, hi. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's.
If you're listening, you know it's the big
day. How do you make a single Valentine today?
Did I make one? Yeah.
And do you get given one as the question?
Here's
generally
the thing.
Speaking,
I don't have like issues with Valentine. You know, it's like Valentine's Day. It's commercial.
Who cares?
It's like, well, of course. Like, like who cares?
Like, fuck Valentine's.
Yeah. What's annoying about that? But I had a friend years ago. I don't know if she still does this. We kind of fell out of touch.
Yeah.
But she would send Valentines to all her friends.
Does she also send holiday cards?
No.
Or is that
when
she
it's
claims
Valentine's Day. And I
send July 4th baskets to keep it fresh.
I have fond memories of Valentine's Day as a child, where every kid, you have to make a Valentine for everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty fucking cute.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
and the commercial one, and frankly, like the package ones had their charm.
Oh, totally.
In addition to the doily construction paper, but like peanuts or whatever, like kind of like commercial.
Yeah.
Those are cool
tear
too.
A dotted line, you tear them off. Like, I don't know, it's cute.
Yeah.
I think, also, I don't really believe, I think there's this myth around Valentine's Day of like if you're single on Valentine's Day, like, it sucks. I'm like, I just don't buy that. I think
I've never
people are
once felt that.
Yeah,
I've never
I've
felt
been
that.
fine. It's like,
I think you're insane if you allow that feeling.
If you're like, it's like, no. So if
like,
you're listening to this
all alone on Valentine's,
if you're currently struggling with you want, you
want
love. We all want love.
Yeah.
Like what? It's like, yeah, you're fine. Let this be a reminder that you're fine.
I mean, I guess it's some people like genuinely. I think have specific fantasies that they want fulfilled. I guess some people are like, I've never gotten a box of chocolate shaped like a heart or something, right?
I want that for sure.
Sure. I mean, but
I remember times in my life. I can remember one time in my life. I want to say I was 23.
Yeah.
Being in a relationship and it being like, it's Valentine's Day. And being kind of like, well, what's he going to do for me? Huh? Like, I kind of remember that.
No. That's like you slipped into culture.
Yeah, I slipped
Okay,
right into
you slipped
culture.
into
I
like
know.
K Jewelers and like the whole thing.
I know, it's powerful.
And these articles that are like, whatever about like, yeah, what's he gonna do for me? I mean, I told my lover early on, like maybe just to clear the whatever, like I'm not looking. I was like, I do want a Valentine.
Love it.
Okay, it's really simple, and it doesn't mean
so
like
cute.
And so I get one, and it's like on.
This is
like,
a huge lesson, and we're gonna take time with this.
Okay, because I get one. And it's like on loose leaf or whatever.
You have to tell people.
What
Give
you
them
need.
an opportunity to fulfill your dreams.
And I have, and as a result, I have like these hand drawn
gifts are important, and
I don't even manage to get one back to him.
Yeah.
It's like
you have to. I mean, romance. I mean, if you're in a relationship, I mean, again, I guess everyone's. I'm like, you have to force.
I mean, it's interesting because I didn't experience this. Like, this is what I need from my man. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't something. It wasn't like that. Like, but it was more like it would really. I knew it would really make me happy. Like, I'm like, it's like, oh, it's Valentine's Day. I'm like, I want a Valentine, and then it's like just is understood, I guess. Like, and I'm always surprised by it.
Totally.
Every time I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Not really. No. But I really want to spend time on this idea because it needs to be like ended forever.
Yeah.
Because it's so like the binary of like Valentine's Day and then the like fuck Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Okay. Like we really need to like.
Well, because if you're saying fuck Valentine's Day, your allegiance
literally,
you're really obviously declaring how important it is
atheist,
to you. And
your religion is
exactly.
You're the worst.
Yeah, of course.
Of the bunch.
Worst.
You're the most fixated because you think Valentine's Day is
your
something
need for
that
God
needs to be.
Your need for God is so profound that you need to reject.
Yeah.
Getting out ahead of it.
Right. You're so right.
It pronounces
Valentine's Day.
Your belief. It actually pronounces your belief.
Right. It pronounces
to reject.
Yes, exactly. Okay. To reject is there is something there, so much that I need to react.
Yeah.
To something that's there.
Yeah.
The looming specter, okay, of the huge Valentine approaching and going, fuck that.
There's something funny because I wonder how many people in relationships are like maybe for some people, this is true. Yeah. There might be a case for some people. I'm imagining, okay, here I am. I'm taking myself out of my life, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Here I am. I have 3 kids.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm married to a man.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't had sex in 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
Very typical, I assume.
Yeah.
You're like, it's Valentine's next week. I better get fucked or something. Okay. I'm like, I bet that is real. I think for some people, Valentine's Day actually is
like alone time.
Or it's like, well, you better. And then I bet huge fights, obviously, on Valentine's, or just huge devastation of like, oh my God, we're not even having sex on Valentine's Day.
The looming heart.
Visit BerlantNovak.supercast.com to sign up for a premium subscription. You can pay out of pocket. The out-of-pocket plan is $5 a month. What does it get you? Ad-free audio. None of this.
None of this
content.
Chatter.
Extras, behind the scenes, audio, video,
access to
things.
Extras that we haven't even planned yet. Extras that are
know
going
what
to
we're gonna
shock
put on
you.
there.
You know what you're also going to get on premium that you're not going to get on the free feed? Specific product recommendations and obsessions of ours. We're going to strategically, and I'm sorry, but conceal specific brands so that only the subscribers get them. Again, if you are a free listener, we love you. We appreciate you. We want to thank you because we are now independent. So at the $5 level or the $10 level, you are directly helping us produce. Not helping us produce. You are producing the show.
In addition to the bonus content at the $5 level, your merch discount is a hearty 15% off. You ready for $10 a month? A little something we call a dear friend. If you're a dear friend, you get, of course, the ad-free audio. You get all the bonus content we were just talking about. You get a monthly bonus full video episode. For those
You
of
get
you
the
who just love
monthly
to kick back
bonus.
and watch, this is a full episode video just for the $10 tier.
And I really can't tell you, if you are supporting us at any level, how much it means. You have our gratitude runneth over, and it's because of you that we're able to keep doing this show. So thank you.
Again, that's berlantnovak.supercast.com, or just go over to Instagram and find the link in the bio.
Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you go, we're there.
God, to not be sponsored by Celsius at this point is so offensive.
You holding it, I know.
By the way, your friend Jacqueline. Okay, this is who I am.
Valentine,
Just
Celsius
always.
arm.
Yeah, like okay, you're just like you get used to it.
Yeah.
Because like you can imagine, like people with like a cigarette or a fucking vape or something, like it's like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Here's the thing. I typically, going out to dinner on Valentine's Day, hell, for a couple of reasons, often a prefix, right?
Do they still do that?
Yes.
See, I didn't know enough people were really going out for Valentine's Day.
Honey, they're going out. No, it's
Serious?
booked. It's booked up.
Like New Year's.
It's booked up.
Another hell dinner because you want to feast at 7:30 and then begin your partying. It's hell.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
no. But the places really are booked up. So, for example, last year we had a fun night. We went to Horses, actually, the day after Valentine's Day.
Well,
and then the books are
this
open.
Is the one thing that I mean, I would say our lifestyle allows for. Okay, it might almost be the reason to pursue life in the arts or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You can fucking
reject the calendar.
Reject the calendar. You are, we're at the Grove on a Tuesday, closing time.
Wait, that's the life of the artist. What do you mean?
We're at Costco. Yeah. No, but I mean and restaurants, okay, or bars, they're empty. And it's heaven on fucking earth.
Yeah.
Going on off days, heading to the mall.
Oh, off day always,
on a Thursday.
Yeah. Of course.
I mean, it's really fucking.
Oof. Yeah.
That is the biggest luxury. If you can get out of the calendar, I would say.
Definitely. Reject the calendar at all costs. No, and the 15th, I actually had made a preemptive Moosestone Frank's reservation, but now we're going to be out of time.
See, I was thinking
wedding.
about this about you this morning. I was brushing my teeth, thinking about you, what you are.
Love it.
But I was going Kate is sort of in a constant state of, let's just say, I don't know if it's hypervigilance, but let's throw that out there for fun.
Definitely.
You are sort of hypervigilant about the near future and enjoying it.
Yeah, totally.
But not super near. I mean, but further. Sorry, what I actually mean is further out than me. Okay, I'm tomorrow maybe. I actually don't really even. But you are very aware. I was thinking about the fact that you were I'm gonna have to fly 22 hours or whatever.
Yeah.
In 2 months, there's a flight, and you're thinking how am I gonna get through that? It's wild to me, right?
Yeah.
And then to you, the future is real. Okay, it's coming. 2 weeks from now, whatever it is, okay, Valentine's Day or whatever it is, right? You thought to do reservations. It's interesting because I don't.
Yeah.
Right. We're going to something tonight. I'd forgotten.
I'm very plan focused on. I do like something in the future, the near future. I make. I love a reservation. I love to grab reservations even randomly. Next Thursday, table for two. Oh, I kind of. Just have it there.
So interesting. Don't feel remotely imprisoned by it, or
because you just cancel.
I don't know. I mean, the management of time. I mean, to be carving something up that's diminishing while you're in the midst of it, it's an ongoing. How do I further into this? Let me get zooted.
She's got the Celsius, and then she's got 4 shots of espresso in her cup. The way you drink the Celsius, it's I
don't do it like this. I mean,
chugging it.
I don't chug normally.
You're trying to chug
so that it's not just
constantly
out.
Up and down. Yeah. Oatmeal doesn't fill me up. Thoughts?
Add protein. Add lentils
to the oatmeal.
Yes, Kate. How many times do I have to tell you? It's called brol, and it's fucking good.
Okay,
it's delicious. It's not garlic spice lentil.
Yeah.
Think about red bean ice cream.
Yeah.
Think about red bean ice cream.
You spice it with cinnamon, whatever.
Yeah, it's
Apples.
sure do.
Sounds pretty good, actually.
Yeah. I just got, what did I get? Barley oats in the mail or groats or whatever. The hulled,
Yeah.
they're not split. They're whole. Pop them in the Instant Pot. To not be sponsored by Instant Pot.
I know.
I was thinking of coming up with a Valentine's Day cocktail. Do you want to create one together?
Sure.
All right.
Oh, I saw the cutest thing. I was at my parents' house. My mom had printed out the recipe for a Negroni Sbagliato. It was printed out because
So
she
is it
was
the
like,
printing
she
that
thought,
moved
yeah,
you? Yeah.
And I was like, oh, and she was like, I saw that recipe online and I thought it would be a nice thing to try. And I was like, I love Negroni Sbagliato. It's one of my go-tos.
Really?
Yeah.
What does
And it's Italian
Sbagliato refer
restaurant.
to?
It's basically just like, it's like, because I love a
Oh.
spritz. So it's like a Negroni, but with Prosecco on
Right.
top.
Mm.
So it's like a sparkling Negroni, kind of. But can you imagine like printing, like
I got news for you. Guess who's also turned to that? Me.
printing? I
So
still don't
here's
have a
the thing.
printer. Help. I don't have a printer. My old printer from my old house has been rendered useless. It's like, if it's plugged in, it's like, nah. It's like from the 80s. So I need a new printer.
Something tells me it's from 2019.
No, I
Okay.
want to say realistically it's from 2016.
Yeah. It's probably fine though. I'm
No.
just saying.
What
Why?
happened with it? Something happened with it where I was like, I need a new one.
Well, yeah, I know that you had that reaction.
Yeah.
I'm just saying there will be the minorest of setup with the new one. I'm just saying it might be equal to
The old one?
you dealing with the paper jam or whatever the fuck is the old one. So I'm
So
just saying,
crazy.
like, you know
Deal
what
with the
I'm
old
saying?
one.
Maybe take a second and breathe the old one.
There was some reason why I thought it was beyond repair.
I know, but
that can't be.
yeah, I mean,
It was like the thing where I press print and it prints out a diagnostic where it's
Yeah.
like, help me. This is
Right.
like what I need. And I'm like, well, I don't read binary code. It's like error 469.
yeah.
Just tell me what the error is. If you got 469 in there, say
Right.
help in this exact way.
Did you try Googling error 469
Of course.
brother LW?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it goes like, check that. Refer to page 4 of the booklet or whatever. It's like, they
No,
make it impossible.
I don't
this
know
is
why
why I
I'm
shut down. I go, life's
I
impossible.
don't know why I'm defending
Yeah.
them. I mean, but wait, every time I order a printer, it's always same day because it's always desperate. I need to print this out.
Yeah.
And I don't mean I need to print this out. There's a form. I mean, like, I need to print things out. I need to put them
Look
on
at
my wall.
them.
I need to
Yeah.
cut them up with scissors.
Yeah.
That's the only
Yeah.
way. I need tactile. I've ordered printers to hotel rooms.
No. And they get there?
It was right before the taping of Get on Your Knees.
And they
Okay.
get there?
Okay, we could have a printer here in 45 minutes.
How do you know which printer to get? And then what, you just leave it at the hotel?
Look at reviews.
You
I think I
donate
gave
to
it
the
to
library?
someone. I gave
Yeah.
it to someone. Yeah, local
Yeah.
library. No, I gave it to someone working on the production.
Saw some girls on my block selling Girl Scout cookies.
Really.
Pretty cute. What's the deal with that?
Well, I sold them as a kid.
So my best friend as a child was a Girl Scout.
Right.
So I would always get the Samoas at her house.
Samosas are
Whatever.
unbelievable.
The thins, the mint thins. But
Thin mints.
what is...
Samosas and mint thins.
Here's my question.
This is you outside
What
of culture,
are-
kept fresh by your parents.
What are the Girl Scouts? Where does the money go? Do you see what I'm saying? Is this okay? It's still fine? Whatever? The Girl Scouts? What do they do now? Because if it is about
I don't
camping,
recall.
I'm pro.
Right.
Is it really girls going, hey, here's how you tie a knot. Here's how you start a fire. Let's all get together and have sleepovers.
So
or
when I
is
was
it
a
is it
kid-
weird guys going like, sell the cookies, guys, and the money goes to like Halliburton? Like where does the dollar go?
Don't recall. Okay.
It's not charity. It's
I think
for-
I think it might have gone to the Girl Scouts organization. Okay. But I don't recall. And it might have genuinely been charity. I don't recall.
It'd be cool if the girls themselves got the money.
I'm like, yeah, maybe
What
that
am I
was what
buying?
happened.
And what's going on with inflation? How much is a box?
No clue. I feel like they used to be like 9. But what was
Ooh.
exciting about them, I mean, do you want to know about my Girl Scout cookie selling experience?
I want to know, but so you were a Girl Scout. What
Yeah.
did you do? What does that mean? What is that culture?
I have so much to say about it. It's like,
Okay,
it's so deep.
Okay, go.
Like,
I can't believe we've never talked about this.
I
Go.
know. Well, first of all, there was a point, and this is so me, I think you'll understand. There was a point where I quit the Girl Scouts and the troop disbanded.
Okay,
I am, if nothing,
You were the
a leader.
spine.
Okay.
How
No,
do
so-
they make the groups?
This was the vibe. Okay. So in my town, in the school system, in our school, there happened to be 2 troops, and they're troops.
What are
by
they
the way.
called? Is it a number?
Yeah. I was in 1032.
So it's basically like the military. It's like soft military for little girls.
It's
I hear numbers like that. I go, it's the military. 10-4?
I think it was just,
Okay, sorry. I'm just going to let you talk.
All
I'm
right,
just like
so-
dying. Like, what did you do? Did you go camping? Did you learn
Yes.
knife skills?
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm in.
Okay, so there was a troop I was part of. It felt like the vibe was someone, like a parent, decides like, I'm going to be a Girl Scout troop leader, right? Or me and my other adult friend we're gonna form a troop, of whoever. And like it was kind of interesting because I remember this feeling of like there was our troop and then there was this other troop, and sort of how did that happen? You know what I mean? Like, and I don't know what size they're limited to, but there was enough interest for there to be two troops. So my troop, it started, we were brownies. Okay. That's what it was called.
Yes.
So they had these
My friend was
brown
a brownie.
uniforms, and
So cute.
it wasn't, until you got older or whatever that you moved into the green, that forest sort of green of Girl Scouts. But brownie is like the early memory, like this little brown vest. And, the costumes, of course. I mean, of course, is a huge part of the appeal, right? Like a vest with a little like felt thing pinned and whatever. And I think this was something. Okay. And, we meet as a group weekly.
Isn't it crazy?
There's an
Whenever
activity.
there's like groups, there's just always like widespread rape and sexual harassment. It's like so
Sure
great.
is,
People
yeah.
get together and
No,
it's
no,
just
no.
like, well, here we go.
This is what I'm saying.
Because
Yeah.
that was the thing. What I remember is hearing like Boy Scouts.
Organizations.
There was like also like it was like organized
have
like
an
sexual
organization-
violence, and then of course, obviously, without saying,
yeah.
there was all this like homophobia. Duh.
Yeah.
And it was just like it's just so crazy. Like whenever there's a group,
Whenever there's
an adult
there's
like
organizing.
I'm organizing a group. You're
Yeah.
like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah. Well, also,
What's your big
the second
plan?
there's an organization, like you have something that can have rot within. You have something
Yeah.
that can be, it's like there's an organization. Now there's channels for poison.
Yeah.
Like should groups be so solid? Maybe they shouldn't.
Well,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
I mean,
You
if
know what I'm
there's no
saying? Like, if
leader,
you give it a name-
decentralized leadership.
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm like. Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Who was your group
Managing
leader?
the group.
Who was your group
So it was
leader?
a friend's mother. It was a girl, and her mother was the primary.
Okay.
And so she's leading us weekly through these different activities.
Okay. So is it like, okay, we're meeting at 3 after school? I just don't
Yeah.
even understand how this works. Okay.
Yeah.
And then what happens?
So I think we would even be like in a classroom. I'm not sure, but I think we'd be in a classroom, or sometimes we'd be at someone's house or something
Yeah.
like that. And it would be some activity, some learning.
Like what?
Like I remember first, like for example, hearing the
Need
term
details.
herstory.
Oh my God.
Okay, there was like a lesson on herstory.
Yeah.
Um,
Hell yeah.
There were a couple camping trips, as you
Cute.
said. On those camping trips, I remember it was like we had to like get a knife, like a Swiss Army knife,
Mhm.
and we like whittled sticks to points,
Amazing.
to sharp points.
Oh my God. Amazing.
And then use those to stab marshmallows.
Cute.
That was great. But the kind of the infrastructure that I recall, okay,
Uh-huh.
there was this book, and this book that you'd flip through, and there were things you could do. Oh, right, it was all about earning patches, okay,
Mm.
to go on your vest. So the group would do some activity,
Mhm.
and it was like, oh, we're gonna get, and this is what the patch looks like, you
Yeah.
know. And if we complete this
We
activity,
learned how to read a compass.
like we're gonna go clean up the river side of
Yeah. Oh yeah. Beach cleanup, I feel like was huge for the.
yeah.
Girl
I mean,
Scouts over
there were
here.
no beaches near us, but yeah. Okay, pond scum, right?
Yeah.
So you do the thing, and then you get a little patch.
Yeah.
But then there was this idea that, like, I remember being at home, and it was this idea that you could do one alone, individual, on your own time, and get patches. So I would sort of breeze through. Do any of these interest me? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it had a mix of activities. It was like, I'm sure it's even more so now.
Mm-hmm.
Like coding,
Yeah.
and then there were like the ones that I felt like like it was like the performing arts ones. Like it was almost like, oh, you could like organize a play, or something. Which like I, had already done a few productions by the time
of course,
I
I would
was
assume.
third grade,
Yeah.
and and they were like, you can do it in class, and it was like we got through like the tiniest bit in first grade. Like I was like, we're gonna need another 7 days for me to complete the play.
Yeah.
Wizard of Oz.
Wow.
I ran rehearsals in my basement. I was a tyrant. I remember trying to explain to someone like, be inside the role.
Yeah.
It was really great.
Wait, so you quit? You were like, I'm done.
That happened at some point because I'm
It
always
wasn't challenging enough for you, I bet.
I felt like I had this weird like less than feeling in there.
Mm.
Like it felt, sort of like flipping through the book. Well, what about the performing arts? You know what I mean? It was sort of like, it was wholesome at times, like to a fault. You know what I mean? Like it was.
It's pretty goy. but a lot of like my little best friend, Jewish, she was a brownie.
Yeah.
So I feel like there was
no.
There
were.
Wait, my dad was a Boy Scout when he was like in the fucking 50s.
Yeah.
So there were Jews. In
my
the
dad
Boy
had
Scouts.
yeah. Well, oh no, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, we like
maybe
to
even
belong.
a big faction. Yeah.
I'd be tempted to ask my mother and report in a future episode, like, what was the vibe of me? I mean, I did a lot of like, shall I quit this? Like, do I want out? I still have these dreams about whether or not I'm going to do field hockey senior year.
Oh my God. Let me guess. No.
Well, I did do it.
What? A little dyke? You do field hockey?
Yeah, I mean, who do you think I am?
I didn't know that.
Oh my God, it's 4 years.
Wait. What? You did field hockey for 4 years in high school?
I did a lot of things. I was social vice president. I mean, I was in student council for 4 years.
She went to Dartmouth, folks.
You're joking.
I mean, not Dartmouth, Georgetown.
Yeah.
Wow.
Imagine me giving speeches.
Were you straight A's?
Well, it was a 4.0 system.
What speeches did you give?
Election speeches.
Because you were the president of...
No, I mean like to win.
And what'd you apply for or whatever? What'd you run for?
Okay, my senior year, I think I ultimately ran for social vice president and got it.
Social vice president meaning like prom? Not to diminish.
No,
your
I mean,
duties. But what is? I've never heard of that. Social.
So,
by the way, what does like the president of a high school? What do they do?
Well, this is actually pretty interesting. So there's student council.
Yeah.
And then there's I was going to say state government. Okay, but it's like student council and then class president, class secretary, class whatever.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so it was kind of like student council federal. Okay, you're president of the whole school. You're managing all the grades, right? So me
what could that possibly mean?
Well, it depends. It depends on what you promised. Like I remember this one guy trying to cut costs. Like, why are we paying?
Oh hell yeah!
The gym teacher to fill the soda machine when we could do it. You know what I mean? Like this one guy, like it was kind of like fucked. It was like because we kind of want to give the guy the extra cash.
Yeah,
he likes doing it. Like that could go.
Totally.
But yeah, field hockey 4 years. I mean, also lacrosse freshman year. I was captain out of mere enthusiasm, and then the skills fell apart.
Lacrosse, the thing with the net?
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Okay, but also you have to understand at the same time, you have to understand.
Yeah.
Okay, at the same time, I was in my like writing workshops. Okay, so I was undercover. I was thinking about it. Like I was undercover in high school, having high school experiences.
Were you the most popular girl in school?
No.
But I'm like,
what was
you were
I
like
in high
the
school?
pretty girl
No.
giving BJs playing lacrosse? Or I guess no BJ yet.
It doesn't.
Oh, wait, what am I talking about? Of course. Sorry. I know.
I mean, my work.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
Trying to go number one.
Imagine us in high school as friends.
No, but I want, there's, we would have been, absolutely.
Definitely.
The reason I say no, I'm none of that. I'm none of that. Okay. Is because I was not.
Do you have desires to lead? I don't have desires to lead. I'm kind of, I feel like I don't, like.
I did then, I think, because like when there's nothing but fools around, someone's got to step up. Okay.
Yeah.
But I have no interest in trying to manage society. I find, you know what I mean?
No,
like,
of course, yeah.
In the adult level. But it's like, I was doing all the high school stuff, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But I was undercover in my mind as like a writer.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was like living out eventual memoir.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, if you're conscious of that.
Did adult teachers have issues with you?
No,
try to shut you down? No, I mean, I was teacher's pet. I mean, my relationships with teachers were
bulletproof. There was a letter sent.
I still text with them.
The letter, like the principal would write these letters to seniors, and mine was about how I could like carry a conversation with teachers, or like how I notably like seemed to like have like adult relationships with the teachers.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. No, but there were girls who I think are what you're talking about. Okay.
The teachers were like
I don't mean to say they were uncomplicated. You know what I mean? But I mean like they were the thing where I'm always like conscious of being anything.
Yeah.
And I was not like my interests were. I mean, I was also, of course, school paper.
How'd you? It's so funny. You struggle now with time management, right? You talk about this. It's like, how did you even? I'm hearing lacrosse. I'm hearing class vice president. I'm hearing newspaper. I'm hearing directing plays.
Well, that
excelling
was
at
first
school.
grade, but yeah.
Yeah.
I think the schedule.
Yeah.
I mean, field hockey,
Love a schedule.
right after school. I mean, there were meetings.
I have
to
a
them.
memory because they wanted me for varsity basketball.
Yeah, I'm sure they did.
It's pretty
See you
good.
in those.
But I couldn't do it because it interfered with my play schedule. And I
Yeah.
had to choose, am I going to be a thespian or am I going to be an
Yeah.
athlete? But I have memories of like early, I want to say 9th grade after school playing basketball. And I can like feel it, like the power of sports, of physical exertion, because I'm secretly an athlete, but I can't, I hardly work out. I don't engage in these things.
Yeah.
But the secret, like I
Sweating
secretly
after
am
school.
in basketball.
Boink, boink, boink.
Yeah, and I can
By the way,
remember
gym
like
sounds.
it was all outdoor.
Oh,
Outdoor court, being Los Angeles.
yeah.
And
That's crazy.
like the exhilaration of after school sports.
Yeah.
It's kind of nothing to say here. I'm having a private memory.
No. But
It's tactile. The smell of
I
grass, freshly cut grass. It's Christmas time.
see that's amazing because obviously Christmas time, freshman, like me,
Being
that's like
cold.
snow, and then I'm like
Swiss
acting like I
Miss,
lived in.
the Swiss Miss hot chocolate packets after school.
So I also was like sunken into like depression and also like undiagnosed ADD.
Yeah.
So it would be like my math teacher being like
I was over
pulling me aside and being like, "Do we need to talk to someone about like bipolar, like
yeah.
whatever? Like, why do you have a 98 on this test and
Yeah.
like a 22 on this one?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and whatever. I mean, it was like, I don't know why this is all feeling very like this is all feeling very like, I don't know. This whole like describing myself in high school is like hell. Like, this
I
is
love
not.
it.
This
No,
is not
they love
good.
it. They love it. And
It's
I
like
love
not
it.
working. Like I can't explain like
It's
what the truth
working.
was.
Trust me.
But like, I was like me. Like I'm weird. I'm weird. No,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
But so I was fucking dealing. I mean, I was like, massive. I mean, I think I like sort of burnt out. There's that version
Yeah.
of like, who I am now or something like that, whatever. Like, like burnt out in high school, like, and just like self-flagellation, like sobbing, like with, not like, getting up at 7 a.m. and like doing practice SATs, like in the basement of my own home at my own will.
Damn.
Like, because like basically it was like surrounded by
That's past
people
life
who were
shit.
like getting, it was like surrounded by people who, my friends who like, and schoolmates who I did not perceive as being more intelligent
Mhm.
than me,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Okay. And yet it was like, but why are they succeeding on some of these things?
Yeah. Yeah.
I should absolutely
Totally.
be
Of
able
course.
to.
Of course.
And so it was like, my life was about fucking proving to myself that I could do all sorts of things, I guess. But I was like into film. Okay. I was into
Yeah.
film and writing.
I was the president
my
of the film
shit.
club.
I know. Screening Bigger and Blacker.
I screened Bigger and Blacker in the library after school. No one came except my best friend.
Transcribed Bigger and Blacker.
You did?
Yeah.
In high school?
No. Fucking early 20s.
Last week? Yeah.
Yeah, end of college.
So cool. I used to transcribe.
Transcribed it
I used to
and-
transcribe a lot.
And because
I
look at
transcribed
it,
Rushmore.
go, what's going on? Yeah. Yeah. It's to actually do it yourself,
Yeah.
you learn a lot. Whatever happened to crazy? Okay. You know what
Oh
I
my
mean?
God.
But
We got to do a Poog Film Club.
yeah.
And yeah, I'm
We
saying
sure do.
Poog. Come for me, bitch. You want get legal on the horn. I don't care.
It's like when you're angry, your accent comes out, right? It's like
Yeah.
when I'm like angry, tired, like I call the
You know what's
podcast
amazing
Poog.
about accents?
I'm like, it's Poog stuff. Like,
Well, I call it Poog when I'm not angry. But my mom
Yeah.
has, my mom's speech is like kind of affected. Like she speaks kind of like
Right.
and she just told me recently, because it's like, this is kind of how she, because Spanish was her first language, she had such a thick accent. She modeled her English speaking voice after Audrey Hepburn.
here we go.
And like, it
Here
stuck.
we fucking
So
go.
she like has this kind of,
right.
it's like not
Oh, I know that.
mid-Atlantic, but it's like
No.
she has this very flowery way of talking. And it's like, she just told me this like last week.
This is
And I was like, oh my God, my mother.
huge.
Isn't that sweet?
It's fucking fascinating. I'm
Yeah.
soaring right now.
Yeah.
Let me just think about it. It's like, what does she do? Like, because there's also like,
My mom calls you Jacqueline
oh my God.
and always has to correct herself and say Jacqueline.
I don't mind Jacqueline.
Yeah.
That's cute. I'm totally fine with it. She can call me anything she wants with that voice.
Yeah.
I define myself like Like I did all those things. I mean, it's the same shit. I always have this. Like, want to prove I can do the one thing. I reject the thing, but not because I can't do it.
Yeah.
That's like,
Yeah.
So it's like, to me, it's like, I'm going to do all the shit you're doing. I'm not running over to theater and film and art because I can't fucking hack it.
Of course. In government and math. Yeah.
It's like,
you know what you're going to be in a future life? An air traffic controller. And you'll finally be free.
I mean,
I can picture you, air traffic controller. You have a wife and 2 kids.
mm-hmm,
You fucking go to work.
mm-hmm,
You control it. You go home. You crack a beer.
mm-hmm.
You have chicken pot pie. You get a blowjob and you go to sleep.
Now you say finally free because like
I think
I'm like, I run what I run.
Yeah.
I do a damn good job.
Yeah. And you're like you can only have one point of obsession because it's life or death. Maybe all your source of angst is that there are no true stakes.
Well, yeah. Right. And so I've ratcheted up artistic stakes.
Yeah.
To a point of I was like laying there like watching like TV, going like I think I'm meditating on film right now. Like just like artistic
What were you
hell
meditating
last
on?
night.
What
Like
were you
I was
watching?
lying, I was like, no,
Kitchen
like
Nightmares?
no, it was like what was I watching? Oh, I enjoyed it. Afraid. AI in the middle.
Don't know
great.
it.
Great. It's fucking great.
Netflix?
Love movies. Yeah. And I was like, I'm doing like a bender of kind of like robot housekeeper horror.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, we got to turn it back. We got to turn it fucking back.
Oh yeah. Well, going back.
Like no,
Well, I told you this is not my life. I'm not a homesteader. But I'm having the fantasies of like
self-sufficient
farmland. Not even self-sufficient.
Oh.
Partial.
Yeah.
But just like, what would it be like to live on a farm?
OTG?
No, or just in Montecito. No, I'm kidding.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. What do you want the narrative of 2025 to be? Maybe it's time for an unexpected plot twist. Perhaps there's some part of your story you're looking to revise. I think one of the great ways to use therapy is to boldly define for yourself in front of a witness what you care about, what you want. Therapy rocks. You either know that or you don't. And if you don't, you might want to discover it. The great thing about BetterHelp is it is online, fully. It's a way to have therapy that's affordable and convenient. BetterHelp serves over 5 million people worldwide. It allows you to access a diverse network of more than 30,000 credentialed therapists with a wide range of specialties. Definitely someone in there has got the special sauce for you. And if you don't like what they're serving up, you can switch therapists at any time for no extra cost. Write your story with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/hags to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/hags.
Oh, you know what's been huge for me? Watch, wearing one.
Mm-hmm.
What's the time? You don't have to go. Okay, it's like,
What is that watch?
this is a fake.
Fake watch?
It's a fake. It's
What do
one
you
of
mean it's a
Chris's.
fake?
So it's the fake moon swatch. It's like a cheapo, like $15 version of. There's like Swatch watches.
Yeah.
There's a collab of Swatch
Love
watches
Swatch.
and Omega, and they're like the Omega Speedmaster. Oh, by the way, I think it's like featured in, or maybe I forget, Interstellar, something. One of the things like the Omega Speedmaster or whatever, something. I always get it wrong, but it's like was the ones the astronauts wore, and so they call it like the moon watch or whatever. And then Swatch did this collab, so it's like plastic. So the real ones is like $270, but which is in the watch world not that much, right? At all. But people are like, you get it, and it's sort of plastic, and so it's sort of like you're really pissed if like I don't know, it's plastic.
Yeah, of course.
So we were kind of like experimenting with the Faco and loving it.
Love a fake. I love a fake.
Like to know you have the little thing down there, like knowing it's like under your sleeve.
Your watch?
Yeah, so all devices now separating into individual functions. Wait, we never came up with our Valentine's Day cocktail.
Oh yeah, shit. Okay, Valentine's
Ready?
Day. Okay. First of all, okay.
Should it be red?
Yes.
Okay, every holiday you have an opportunity, okay, which is the day after the holiday, to in CVS, etc., or Target, buy the
Discount.
suddenly discounted
Yeah.
shit from that holiday. Now there's the whole, am I saving it for next year? I don't find that exciting. I find that joyless, okay?
Okay.
Although I was almost tempted this year in Barnes & Noble looking at like these cards for Christmas. I was like,
Ooh.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Here's the bargain you got to make.
Okay.
You go, is this a cheap whatever mug? Okay. That's just a red mug with a heart on it. It's an opportunity to get shit that's pink, red, or has hearts on it. Okay. If you like that stuff in your life at all.
Mm-hmm.
And then can you mentally divorce it from having been discounted Valentine shit?
Right. Yes.
So,
I want to get doily Valentines. I want
you
the
get the doily
classic-
yourself.
I want to do a classic Valentine's. I want to do a Valentine for my mother.
Doily, red construction paper.
Yeah.
When you draw a heart,
Yeah.
what do you do?
One half, then the other half.
Okay. And what shape do you aim for? Because there are many within the heart world.
It depends. Sometimes I like a fat heart.
Yeah.
But more
Plump.
often I do longer.
Long tail. So here's my question. Like,
Big ears.
okay, boom, right? Is like sort of really simplistic, right?
Yeah.
But do you go along? Do you let it curve down?
That's
see that
cheap.
bottom,
That's cheap.
like slutty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whorish.
Yeah.
I mean, not fun, but
Yeah.
a whore's
A whore's heart.
Yeah.
Now, if it's, you ever go like this and it's
Double?
sort of flat, like look the top, like to get it. Okay, here's the other question:
Do you want it
cleavage
to- Yeah.
at the top,
Yeah.
repulsive or beautiful? So like look,
Right.
look,
Right.
look,
Right.
so they're
Right.
like,
Yeah.
okay, is this line
Yeah.
descending?
Some cleave.
It's an interesting question.
You know what's
If there's
imagine
zero,
really
what is
leaning into Valentine's Day. Sorry, now I'm having like
Fantasies?
imagine Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Here's my question. Ooh, I think there's something to be said. I think let's just say you have a crush.
Mhm.
If anyone listening to this, you have a crush. You want to take it to the next level. Here's the thing. People can be won over. I'm gonna say this very slowly so everyone fucking gets it. People can be won over very easily.
Mm-hmm.
What's the worst thing that can happen? They don't fall in love with you. They'll love you for life for what you've done for
Right.
them. You have a crush. No one has courage anymore. I want to see 24 long stem red
Right.
roses.
Land.
Like imagine.
I did it
like,
once. I
like,
did it once
why-
in college. Like I
why
left
aren't
a
we
red
doing
rose on
this?
someone's desk.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. No, I love it. I love it. But I'm just saying, what's the worst that can happen? Because by the way, rejection, terrifying, scary. Sure. You don't want to embarrass yourself, right? You send someone some crazy Valentine thing and they go, Jesus Christ. Inside, their heart's melted. You've changed their life forever, I would argue, unless they're truly made of
Okay.
stone.
Haven't you
No?
ever been sensitive? Haven't you ever been? I don't think you're always heart melted.
Oh, I guess you're right.
Sometimes like they've betrayed the friendship. You're like, that's disgusting.
Oh, you're like, I don't want it to be that.
You're like, ew. This whole time you've been making like
I
you
just
had
think
another aim.
I'm feeling
you pervert.
grand gestures right now.
Oh well, grand, absolutely.
But imagine this. Okay, listen, I'm
Oh, I
talking.
had
I'm
an
talking to
idea
someone.
for a grand gesture
I'm
recently.
talking to someone. This is a non-specific person, but just
Oh.
general someone who maybe you're. I get it though. I mean, I'm knocking myself down. It's like, yeah, of course you don't do that. It's crazy or whatever. But I just think there's something to be said for really going hard
Well, to be
and not
clear,
resisting the cheesiness of it.
oh, okay. Well, yeah. There's several things we're talking about.
Imagine this,
right?
okay,
Going
imagining-
heart open.
Here's what I want. I'm waking up. Let's
And
just
we
say
were
you're
raised on
dating
this.
someone.
Okay.
It's early.
Grand gesture. Let's say you're inside of a couple. You mean you're inside of a
You're
relationship.
inside of a couple.
All right. Let's take that.
But maybe a stage because there's different.
Sure.
There's someone that
But this
you.
is not a hello. This is not a attempt to catch the person. Is what we're talking about.
Well, maybe.
To catch them to the next level.
Yeah.
Lock them in for life.
Listen.
All right. Let's hear it. I want to hear. Is it roses? Is it
No.
cheesy? Like is the cheesy stuff that you're?
Roses. I used to not think I like roses, but I think I actually do.
Mhm.
But I think depends
you
on the
used to
color.
not like
of
them in order
course.
to be interesting.
Hey, below the belt. No, I just think I like associate them too much with like drugstores. You know what I mean? Like they just felt.
Because they sold them there. Did they?
Yeah. Now I'm pro baby's breath now.
With the rose or just in
On
general.
its own.
Wow. I bet those are
a bouquet of
cheap.
baby's breath. Yeah. The cheapest. But
Yeah.
I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. I just have this, I want people to feel emboldened
Yes.
to go big because
Well-
you can't fail. Because here's the thing. Yeah,
Yes.
don't be a creep. If you know someone's like, or I don't even know.
No,
don't
I
even
know
what
what
that
you're not. I
means.
know
I
what
just mean go big. Who cares? Like, I'm imagining me, a girl, okay? I wake up on Valentine's Day.
Mhm.
Let's just say I'm not living with a
You
partner.
say fuck it. Yeah.
No, I'm saying I wake up, ding dong, who's at my door? I open the door. There's a singing telegram. I mean, I don't want
Oh,
that.
I thought.
But I'm
okay.
just saying there's a bouquet of flowers
And it's.
with
I
chocolates.
thought today was the
Can't
day to
wait
tell
for
you.
tonight. No,
Oh, you already have a date.
No, we already or last night was amazing.
Ew.
No.
I always think last night is amazing.
I know,
is repulsive.
I know. I love saying that to my partner. That's a joke.
Oh well, that
Yeah.
yeah. Last night
You were incredible
was
last
incredible.
night. Yeah.
because that's
Um,
like these things like always in movies. I was thinking, okay, what would be the best? Let's come up with a romantic line to write inside of Valentine for fun. Let's
Okay.
propose a few.
Okay, at different stages of a relationship. So here's crush, early crush. You write.
Okay, wait. You see, this is so specific.
I know.
That is too
Okay,
hard. I think
okay.
we have to just stay inside of you're in it. Like if
Okay,
this
you're
is to
in it?
launch, if you're trying to, what is the word I'm looking for? Hook them, catch them.
Yeah.
You know,
That's what I'm talking about.
but from nothing. You're
Okay,
what I
not
mean
from
is
nothing.
from
not from
announcing
nothing.
the feelings for the first time.
Okay, announcing the feelings is scary. I understand through Valentine's Day gifts.
I am not. I know,
But
I just want to know what we're talking about.
I don't know. I
I'm
haven't
a
decided.
huge-
I'm
I'm
in
a
chaos.
huge believer.
Yeah.
Like one of my core identities
What's
is
the
like
worst
go
thing
for it.
No, I know. Go for it. What's the worst thing that could happen? They go, no. And then you're like, fuck. But they are like, God damn, you're good. And by the way, here's what I want to say. Let's just say you go, hey, I love you. I've always loved you. What's the biggest version, right?
Yeah.
Friend, someone, whatever. You go, I'm obsessed with you, whatever. I want to, They go, I don't feel that way for you.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. I just think you're still coming out a goddamn champion.
Of course you are.
And yeah, I know. So what's there to lose?
Most people, I mean, a lot of people.
I get it.
I mean, what you
I
have,
get the
you
fear.
have to. Well, no, okay. So you have to ask yourself if you're willing to do it, and this is like so many things. Are you willing to do it regardless
For
of
yourself.
the answer?
Well, here's what I'm going to say. No precious outcomes, right? I think it's a Celtic phrase. That doesn't sound right. But the point is, release all precious outcomes, and then you can actually live. But yeah, so they end up not reciprocating. Then you're free. You're free.
Right. You get.
Then
Well,
you're
you get both.
free. Because, by the way, nothing more clarifying than rejection. Nothing in this world more clarifying. This thing, oh, but if I do that, then they'll know. And yeah, get out sooner. What do you want to do? Waste away, spend years wishing on a dream, wishing on a wishbone? Get in there, get out. Hey, do you want to? The
Absolutely.
person goes, no. You go, fuck, that really hurts. Guess what? You can't capture them. You can't lead anyone to the water. You just can't. You can't. Get in, get out.
No, I
Go
know.
big.
Well, yeah. I mean.
End the chapter. Move
biggest
on.
thing- the
Thank
big-
you.
yeah.
Next.
Well, I was thinking about this because people try to.
It's you asking
maneuver.
for a Valentine's. It's you asking for a Valentine. I really want a Valentine. And then guess what? Your partner gives you Valentine. Great.
Right.
Win-win. I want to be with you. I don't. Okay. Bye.
Yeah.
Sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
The biggest problem in romance, okay,
Here we
in
go.
the fucking world, right, is the reason people don't do that. Why? Okay, because they think.
You mean the big,
how
the
they
big
play
grand
it,
gesture or the big
or the get in, get out, or
declaration?
that just the declaration, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, they think if they play it right,
Right. Cool. Yeah.
not even cool. I'm not even
Oh,
doing
yeah.
that.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm saying they go. This is a situation where there's something valuable potentially. Like I see us together.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
I
right.
see a vision of whatever future, a possibility, or a dynamic here with this person.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, someone goes on a date, they're into it, and then immediately begins this strategizing with the friends, which is,
Right.
as I know we've discussed this, but
Yeah.
it's like when you're talking more about the person with your friends than you are talking to the person.
We've got a problem.
They've become. I always felt like Chris is like, if it's not fucking amazing, get the fuck out. Okay,
Yeah.
that's always his advice.
Yeah.
Like to anyone, like just leave now. Like, and
Yeah.
also like don't try to convince. Like whatever, you gotta have some goddamn faith in this life. Okay,
There. Yeah.
you cannot if I fuck this up, I'll get my chance to love. I see it. Like, I can't fuck this up. Better call the tribunal about how to approach this.
I know, totally. This animal.
Baboon,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
that I'm gonna win.
I have to whisper this way. No, don't scare it. Don't scare it.
Yeah, exactly.
You're gonna scare it off. Oh, yeah.
And I mean,
by the way, and here's the thing. This is what you're doing right here. You gotta have faith. This is the advice of the century. And also, it's like, if you can fuck something up through being honest, you don't want that. It's over. If you can fuck something up by being too, like, let's just say
too eager.
You go crazy. You go fucking upset. Whatever.
Yeah.
And they go, ew, great, get up, because you can't scare off someone.
Here's
right.
No, well,
you can't. I mean, of course,
you could scare them off. Yeah, but they were meant to be scared off.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Exactly.
But like, no, but it's more like you can't fuck it up.
You can't fuck it up.
The only thing you can fuck up is years of your life. Blah, 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 blah.
Years of your life
but
fantasizing.
Also, let's just say, I'm going to go another step. Who cares?
Yeah.
Spend 9 years of your life.
Wait, really? What do you mean?
I'm just like,
spend 9 years.
Everything is fine.
Everything's fine.
Sure.
Totally.
Like, you know, I have to believe, like, waste years.
Fantasizing.
Or not. I just mean, like, yeah, like you, like, just whatever.
Have faith.
Like,
yeah.
Just like, I just mean, advice around love, right, is inherently faulty, because what's going to happen? You're going to take the advice, apply it, and there you are inside of love. Like, you literally like have to chart your own course.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Like,
God,
there is no any like, honey, right? It's like someone else, honey, you'll know if he likes you. Sure, like that's pretty good advice, right? Yeah. Classically speaking.
Yeah.
Honey, if you have to ask, okay, all this kind of honey stuff, right? Yeah. But don't you sort of need to not go through that to learn that? It's not that exactly. It's almost like you shouldn't be robbed of the experience of doing what that woman is trying to tell you not to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, completely.
It's like you have to taste all the flavors of everything to decide what you.
Of course.
Like maybe you want to live where you have, you know, every year you have a new mystery. Like you retain it as mystery. Mm-hmm. You wonder, you scheme, you do whatever. That's you know what you enjoy on some level. Heartbroken at the end every time.
Yeah.
I projected something onto him.
Yeah.
And that, you know, it's like the sort of tired old dog's advice is is a robbery.
Totally.
So you're 12 and you're supposed to go, I don't know if he likes me. Like you're robbing them of, I mean, like the lover's discourse, you're robbing them of
the fiction
archetypal experiences.
Yeah, completely.
A variety of fictions.
A great episode to recommend, a book that I cannot recommend more, which is Pure Medicine, James Hollis's the Eden Project. Thank you.
Yeah. In Search of the Magical Other or something?
A Jungian approach to romantic. Yeah. This book is everything.
I stood actually. I came across that and stood reading it in my home the other day, facing my own bookshelf.
You bought it?
I've had it for years.
Oh my God. Off my rack.
Sure. Yeah.
Listen.
I mean,
I'm just
I didn't mean
say,
sure. I meant,
I'm going to say
absolutely. Is what
I'm going to say to the listener here, and maybe I've brought this up before, but I'm going to bring it up again. Beginning of this book highlights this, which is the essential romantic conundrum, or not conundrum, the essential romantic encounter.
Yeah.
Which is, he talks about, he's at his office window is a reflective glass, and this like beautiful bird keeps flying toward the glass, hitting its head. Lives, keeps going back. The bird keeps thinking it's seeing its mate. It's actually its own reflection. And every time it comes closer, there it is, bang.
Right.
Oh no, it's me. Bang.
Right.
There it all is, right?
But is he saying that's like you know, that's the unintegrated self does that?
Yeah, the other is a projection of the self, and that, you know, you actually you encounter yourself at every turn.
Right. Only once you've integrated the self will you. Oh no, wait, but isn't it? Oh no, I think isn't it about like actually like the goal is actually to find a real other.
Well, there's that. Exactly.
Wasn't that part of it? Like
that. And also the idea is that you can never, they're not out there.
The self you're looking for?
Or like the person.
Oh,
it's like
right. The magical
you are
self.
actually, like, it's like, you know, it's like,
other,
it's what nobody wants to hear, right? You have to give it to yourself. we have partners, of course, we have relationships, they're, essential, whatever. But it's like, they're not out there.
Yeah.
No one wants to hear it.
Well, if
By the way,
people are
doesn't
still
mean-
walking around with that,
They are. Doesn't mean you're not having
guys.
By the way, I am highly romantic. Doesn't
Yeah.
mean you're not
So
going to
am I.
have
Yeah.
you're not going to have ecstatic romantic experiences.
But that is,
you're not going to feel fulfillment in
and
a
that's,
relationship.
that's really,
but no,
right.
honey,
If
they're
you're
walking around. They're walking
literally-
around. Of course, they're walking around going, if I meet this person, then this, and there's massive relationships can provide a lot of growth, a lot of fulfillment. They can also be completely fucking deadening and take you off your path, 100%.
and therefore
And go down that path, sure, but just meaning like it's not.
still you the whole time.
Yeah, it's you the whole time. Unfortunately, let's do
But
dating
the point
advice.
is,
Love line.
well, I want to do love
Write
line.
in with
I
your
want people
dating
actually
advice.
calling in.
How do we do that? We'll figure that out.
Anyway, well, we've never really gone down this path, and a lot of notions to unpack. So I don't know that I this is one of these episodes I leave going, I've wildly misrepresented myself.
Well, of course, but it's all
so on. So
I mean,
on.
listen to me going, hey, by the way, if you, I mean, it's many
Yeah.
times as I was speaking, I was like, Kate, Jesus
just
fucking
wipe
Christ.
whatever I said about my high school experience.
No,
the Girl
that was
Scouts,
heaven. That was
The
charm.
whole thing. It was. The image is wrong. The image is wrong. The mental image is wrong. I've not painted it correctly.
We loved it.
Love you.
Love you.
Visit berlantnovak.supercast.com to sign up for a premium subscription. You can pay out of pocket. The out-of-pocket plan is $5 a month. What does it get you? Ad-free audio. None of this.
None of
Bonus
this
content.
chatter.
Extras, behind the scenes, audio, video,
Access
little
to
things.
extras that we haven't even planned yet.
We
Extras
don't
that
even
are
know
going
what
to
we're going to
shock
put on
you.
there.
You know what you're also going to get on premium that you're not going to get on the free feed? Specific product recommendations and obsessions of ours. We're going to strategically, and I'm sorry, but conceal
Yeah.
specific brands so that only the subscribers get them. Again, if you are a free listener, we love you. We appreciate you. We want to thank you because we are now independent. So at the $5 level or the $10 level, you are directly helping us produce. Not helping us produce. You are producing the show.
In addition to the bonus content at the $5 level, your merch discount is a hearty 15% off. You ready for $10 a month? A little something we call a dear friend. If you're a dear friend, you get, of course, the ad-free audio. You get all the bonus content we were just talking about. You get a monthly bonus full video episode. For those
You
of
get
you
the
who just love
monthly
to kick back
bonus.
and watch, this is a full episode video just for the $10 tier.
And I really can't tell you, if you are supporting us at any level, how much it means. You have our gratitude runneth over, and it's because of you that we're able to keep doing this show. So thank you.
Again, that's berlantnovak.supercast.com, or just go over to Instagram and find the link in the bio.
Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you go, we're there.